Good evening.
Good evening.
And thanks to all of you again for having me here in Tabaquite tonight in this journey of making 100 community or cottage meetings before September, December. Meeting people in their own habitat, talking with them, getting from them their views, their ideas, their solutions on how best this country can advance in the years ahead. I want to thank those speakers who came before me and also the chairman who came before me for the wonderful work which they did, and in particular our candidate for Governor, Sir Ramjit Singh. I will tell him the way things are going, he of course better be careful because he may have to find $800,000 just now. But I will come to that shortly. Because there are so many persons who believe they can catch up on money easily. I don't know when they stop. Before I start, however, I want to discuss two matters with you briefly. One concerns Tobago ILP executive. You know, wherever you live, or wherever you are, do not ever expect that life will be a breeze. And therefore, you should expect that after Poker's death in Tobago ILP executive will be a breeze. But I want to take you back to some weeks in July. Today is July 30th. I want to take you back to some weeks in July, and to be exact, Friday the 10th of July. I will read for you a message sent to me by one Akil Abdullah. And he says to me, we are getting our funds ready to set up the two Tobago candidates, which we hope will be selected by the executive in Trinidad. My reply to him was, please send me your email address now, and what is Avian's full name. He said, Fabian Assi, and my email address is so and so and so. That was on the June 30th. On July 10th, Friday, before our Saturday executive committee meeting, Abdullah again says, good day, I am unable to attend the meeting tomorrow due to the unavailability of return flight, but I am doing walkabouts. You have an office fixing it up and campaign funds. Friday, 10th July. I said to him, understood, congrats. I will explain to tomorrow's executive committee meeting. That's on Friday, the 10th of July. Today, next email I received is Thursday, July 30th at 6:43 a.m. Good day, Mr. One. We, the Tobago ILP executive, will be resigning effective today. Thank you for allowing us to serve. I said to him, okay. Okay. Now, you have mad people in all kinds of forms. I want to tell you, madness is no respecter of persons. And in this context, therefore, this guy has to be mad. He calls a press conference in Tobago today and has a sealed envelope in which he says he has the names of 400 persons in Tobago who are ILP members and who have signed resigning from the party. But the thing you have to do is to send the copy to the media and say, here's the evidence. But he has refused to do that. And he has said, it's here, it's sealed. And tomorrow, Jack Warner will get it. Will I get it here? Additionally also, the two candidates in Tobago have called to ask me, what is their position with this madman? I said to them, do whatever you think is best, but don't let him bite you. Coker had a column in the Sunshine newspaper, but Coker was a brilliant writer. God rest his soul. Akil Abdullah once write a column in the Sunshine. So I said, go ahead, let me see what you could write. But I tell you something. Toilet paper, far superior than what you wrote. And therefore, I could not agree. If it means therefore, in fact, I should add one more thing. He says at a meeting that he has been given some financial inducements to go on the other side. Well, I don't know. He says that, of course, he did these inducements, and people have come to his home. They have empty bags of money on the table. A lie? He said so. And he said, if all you know how they try to tempt me, and I refuse.
Correct.
That's correct. He said, check came for $100,000.
50,000 cash.
But it will be very good then. It is the minutes. And while he was talking, I was saying to myself, look at this idiot. Who in Tobago will give him $100,000? What kind of political force is he? But the guy has delusions of grandeur. And now he has come at this 11th hour, hoping that in some way, by doing some foolishness in Tobago, he damaged the ILP overall. Mr. Abdullah, you wasting your time, mine, and the party's time. We have work to do, sir. If you don't have, we have work to do. Okay? The second thing I want to talk to you about is Anand Ramlogan. Now, Anand Ramlogan took it to court 2 years ago. Of course, some cases 4 and 5 or 6 years haven't been called yet. But his one has been called and tried. And the case, he said that I defamed him when I said, he had a bad man. Right? And that defamed him. I took it to court. And the judge ruled today. But since yesterday, the talk was making the rounds. How the judge would come down with a whopping penalty, and how, of course, the judge will be tough and so on. And Ramlogan flew from overseas in time for this judgment because the judge was coming tough on Jack Warner. Well, okay. That was just it. So I said to myself, Counsel, that is Scotland, you go to the court and deal with it. I had no problem. So we went to court this morning, and as said yesterday in the rumor, the judge said he finds Jack Warner guilty and the fine will be $800,000. $8,000 and 90 for costs and so on. Roughly $900,000. So the fact is, the counsel said, what do you want to do? I said, well, look, you have to simply appeal because the fact is, what happened this morning has made me profoundly disappointed in this country's justice system. I said, however, there is a shred of hope remaining. The appeal court, and therefore counsel, let's appeal. Put things in train. So we have 28 days to appeal. And now Ramlogan goes from media house to media house, telling them, of course, to make this their lead story tomorrow. How, of course, is the highest penalty ever. How I defamed him and so on, and how this was like fighting Muhammad, and therefore anything I said against Prime Minister is not true and so on. Well, what the PM should do now is to put me in court too, and hope to get it tried before September the 7th. But I'll tell Anand this. I have told counsel to appeal, because it's not only the appeal because I believe I was very treated, you know, but because even the figure is ridiculous. You know something? In coming here, I thought about it. They took a public servant from a job, sent her to Sedans, imprisoned her for several days in Sedans, and after some days she came out from St. Anne's. So she taken from a job, imprisoned in St. Anne's Hospital, spent some days and nights there, and then she came out. And when she came out, she went and took the government to court. The judge said that the government must pay her $800,000 for that. $800,000. And for that, the government appealed. But they say, who defamed? I don't know about that. I didn't think anybody could have defamed him. But anyway, I who defamed him was paid $900,000. My friends, we'll go to the appeal court and we'll go to the Privy Council. I tell you something. I will tell you something. There are lawyers in this country who have more experience at the Privy Council than Anand and other things he has. So I want to tell him, he wouldn't get my money in the morning to go massy stores. He won't. He won't get it in the morning to do any shopping on High Street. It will be a long hot summer. Because at the end of the day, my cause is right and it's just. So I felt therefore I should tell you these things before I start. Because I know tomorrow, if he succeeds in getting the media, you know, a couple of days ago, Munilal and Kalko got the express to say, Jack Warner checks revealed. When I go, not a check way to Jack Warner. Not a check way to Jack Warner. I see Shawarna's best constituency. Where's Jack Warner? But you think I could sue for that? No, but that's not the fun. And then the evening time, the my trotters had a big fair, a high five and so on, because the fact is they got the headline they wanted. That is where this country has reached. I am sorry for the small man in this country. I tell you, my friends, the small man in this country has no hope. And until we can stand up and fight the system of injustice which don't exist in this country, Capo smoke your pipe.
Yes.
Capo smoke your pipe. You heard something just now. Some of the worst things were said about Farrelly Mohammed. Some of the worst things. But Farrelly came to court. Poor Farrelly, she had no big shot lawyer. She don't want to go and take costs and so on, so she's fine. But there are guys who believe that they have a right. They have a right to everything in this country, including this country's justice system. I'm saying, over my dead body. That will not happen. Correct. So therefore, tonight we are here. And I want to talk to you briefly about how good your MP is. I say how good because if I say how bad, he was stupid too. So I tell you how good he is. Because he and I have a case also in September coming up. And whatever happens, that will be appealed and go to the council and so on. So we have no problem with that. My cases in the court take 18 months to 2 years to call. Others take 6 and 8 and 10 years. But that's all right. After I came from Iman Yard yesterday, he won his case. He had called to ask me for help to pay the lawyer. So I helped him to pay the lawyer. And he won his case yesterday. And he wants to see me. Because he spent 7 years in Remand Yard for a crime he did commit. 7 years. And when he asked for help to pay the lawyer, I felt obliged and compelled to help him. Because if you go in Remand Yard and see the poor people who there, who of course are fighting a system that is not against them, you understand. You are in Remand Yard, you are innocent until proven guilty. If even Israel can't call you a prisoner or a fugitive, you're proven guilty. And 7 years, his case was tried yesterday and he was free. That's the system, it's wrong. It sucks. Has to be corrected. And therefore, I'm making the point to you that here in Tabaquite, you are living under a similar system. I drive here tonight, I see a paved road, and I ask myself, if you could eat this paved road, because the very paved road didn't provide any kickbacks to you, but that paved road provided kickbacks to others. If you could eat the box rain, If you box rate, the highest unemployment you could find in this constituency, in this country, is in this constituency. People are unemployed, nothing to do. There's a family here who for 2 years, asking me for help. Because for 2 years, they haven't gotten a job, a father and children. And you ask yourself, therefore, after 5 years, will the box drain you have, that is of course corrupt, will the road you have that is paved and is corruptly done, are you better off? Are you better off today than you were 5 years ago? And the answer has to be no. But there's a small clique, soon I'll give you some names just now, a small clique that is better off. If you want, therefore, to help a small clique, then let a small clique vote for you. No problem, because they got the benefits. But you can't come in Tabaquite constituency and ask people to support you when they did not get the benefits. They didn't just you as anybody else. Tonight I'll give you 4 phones. I'll name for you 4 companies tonight. I'll show you how these companies have interlocking relationships. I'll show you how these companies, in a way, over the last 3 years have benefited. And you'll see for yourself and ask yourself if you will be so mad as to vote this government back in power again. There's a company called Red Cloud Company. Address number 25 Allen Street, Gasperillo. This company's application was made on May 16, 2007 by Ria Janan of 25 Allen Street. You know who Ria Janan is? She's the alderman. Am I correct, sir? Correct. Alderman of Kuva Tabaquite Takalo Corporation. The directors of this company were Ryan Amlakan and Ria Jagan. My friends, the second company I'm calling for you is Premium Sign Company. Again, same address, exactly the same address, 25 Allen Street, Gasperillo. This company was incorporated on February 12, 2008 by again Ria Jagan of 25 Allen Street, Gasperillo. Directors Noel Jagir of Estonia and again Ria Jagan. My friends, the third company, Liam Tech Construction Company. Again, this company's application was filed by again Ria Jagan of 25 Allen Street, Gasperillo on January 9, 2013. Directors, listen good, directors Jawanti Babulal and Samantha Babulal, both of Mayo Village, Williamsville. Just then, for the time being, the name Babulal. I'll come back to that. And the fourth company, New World Construction Company Limited, of number 7 Honda Mart Road, Charles Street, Gasperillo. Directors, Joel Nagir and Devdat Lalbihari. Also, Chandra Lalbihari. These 4 companies, my friends, these 4 companies have been the major beneficiaries of a member of parliament. I want to make the point to you that the New World Construction has a CPEP contract in Tabaquite, and Mati Babulal works for New World. Mati Babulal, who I'm saying to you just now, was a director of Liam Tech, also works for New World, has a CPEP contract. Red Cloud Company Limited, Ria's company, that company too has been given contracts upon contracts upon contracts in Tabaquite. According to that just now, Liam Tech Company Construction Limited, that company Liam Tech, according to just now, also has CPEP contracts, and Mati Babulal also works for that company. And her daughter, Samantha Bagulal also works for that company. This is what I'm telling you again, a small clique. Only a small clique of people in Tabaquite must benefit. Tabaquite, which for years has been neglected by previous governments. Tabaquite, which had its name being known through the tunnel, Northeast Tunnel, when it traced the path to Tabaquite to go to Rio Claro. Tabaquite, which was famous, or which became famous because of the dam. The dam. Tabaquite today is a forgotten village. A village that is only filled of corruption and greed and graft by a few. My friend, what happens? Of these 4 companies, your member gets 3 companies to make a bid. 3 companies make a bid by law and right. And they make a bid at a high price. But all those 3 companies have the same owners. Have the same owners. So when I began to tune himself to himself, that's what I mean. Like the Prime Minister is having a debate, herself to herself. You see. So the 3 companies will bid for a job at a very high price. And then one of them will get it, but the same owners. And then what happened? The account is in the name of Riyad Jagan, an older man, and the account is kept at FCB branch in Marabella. All the accounts are in Marabella. And Riyad goes there, and I tell Riyad she can sue me tomorrow also. Riyad goes there to the bank, and the person cashes the check, gives the person a small change, and then pockets the rest. At one time, Omar Khan had the company, but when he had followed the government, they took it from him. That's another story. What happens, however, is for each contract that these companies receive, they have to pay $10,000 in kickback. $10,000 in kickback, minimum. And in fact, I should add, they're getting more and more secret contracts as well, particularly New World. And I will say this to you, you know how they like to talk, that again, I have the evidence to prove this. My friends, under the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, the Tabaquite constituency has got more jobs than anywhere else. But the jobs are given to certain contractors. And you have jobs being done in places like Bel Air, San Fernando, in places like Tabaquite after the composite school, in the Hunger March area, in the Rugby Center. All of these, you have again jobs being done in Taruba. And all these jobs are for $250,000 and up. Small jobs, but plenty of them. And what is sad is that there are contractors in Tabaquite who are fully aware of what's happening, but they're afraid to talk. In this country today, there is more fear than there ever was in the history of this country. In this country today, people are more afraid to use their telephones than ever before. Everybody feels that his or her phone is bugged. Talking in hushed tones, and when on the money, he bugged a few people, and he made a big noise. No one believed that under Kamla Prasad recessing, everybody's phone would be bugged. No one believed that. Today I tell you, if you have a secret, send the message by pigeon. Not by phone. Not by phone. Because I tell you, they're listening like crazy. And this has begun from the SIA down. So I'm saying therefore, every 2 weeks, these companies are getting jobs by the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. One of the most corrupt ministries you find in this country. And one thing I want to live to see, after September the 7th, when they are out of office and an audit is done, I want an audit to be done first in two ministries: water infrastructure and housing. You have no idea. You have no idea of the level of corruption that takes place. I make the point again and again, because the permanent secretaries in these ministries, who are the accounting officers and who have to look after this country's welfare, they have abdicated their role, they have abdicated their responsibility. And that's why you have live sport. That's why you have live sport. Because if that was not the case, you couldn't have live sport. And let me tell you this also, there are many more live sports that will be exposed after election. Many more live sports. I tell you, in the first 2 years of any government that comes after September 7th, except this one, you have your own cut out for you. You have to have a special court, because the work cut out for you. Whatever you have to do, you do. And what is even worse, this same Ria Jahan, who has all these companies, who has all these contacts, who make all these other stuff, who is an orderman, also got an AGC house. An AGC house at number 262 Wellington Gardens in David. And to get that AGC house, she got the house in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks. She was asked to pay $1 down and $2,000 a month. I will buy $2,000 a month installment. And some told, why should one person get so much? My friend, I asked you, when would the grease stop? Go down by the junction there, by Carry Road Junction. See how many young people are there during the course of the day. Nothing to do. I'm ready to take your mother to court for a piece of land. That is the ultimate. That's the ultimate. So I'm not surprised at all at the kind of mischief that's taking place here. I am telling you again, that in Tabaquite, plenty contractors are aware of what I'm saying tonight. You will have a name called just now. I want to call it too, Shaina Askarali. I want to ask who is she, what she does, how close she is to the minister, what she does in the Gasparilla office, and so on. I also soon talking about some materials and lost. I have some documents sent to me of materials which have been stolen in Tabaquite. Material, some belong to WASA, and WASA shows that they had list and the materials were stolen. Allegations have been made about a particular councillor who is a good friend of the minister. And that will come on the bigger platform, friends. On the bigger platform. I have the documents. Let them sue me again. And hope to publish the case before September the 7th. At the end of the day, when these guys rob this country this way, they rob your future. They rob your children. What is even worse, we went there in May 2010 to do better. We went there telling the people that we shall not have a government like Manning and Calder. We went there saying that racism shall be out, nepotism shall be out, corruption shall be extinct. And what we have done is that we have lied to you all. Lied to you all. Lied to you all. Ask Miss Ria Jagan. Ask her when they broke up my car. That happened mere minutes after she got the bank, you know. Right? And that was reported. You got to go and do reporting. My friends, it is said that she has money to burn. To burn. In fact, I was told just this morning that she either went on or is planning to go for holidays in Niagara Falls. Wow.
She went.
She went?
I think she's still there.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This is one of them. So I come in here, so I say, let me see what must talk about. I say, what are we talking about? The Tabaquite. First say, talk about other man, Ria Jagan. I say, what about her? She gave all the scores and so on. And he thinks that she's in Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls? Anyone see where's Niagara Falls? Our other man from here go on Niagara Falls for holidays, my friends. And that tells you something. I am saying this to you tonight, not to back up anybody, but to expose the facts. And if Ms. Agarali is speaking with her boss, to expose that also. Yes, to expose that also. Because at the end of the day, we must say enough is enough. I have no cocoa in the sun. My role is to come to you and to give you the facts. My role is to come to you, so you must get it right. And if after getting it right, you want to vote wrong, that's your business. That's your business. But my conscience will be clear that I came to you and got it right. My friends, as I conclude, I want to say to you tonight that I'm advised that Carry Road was blocked on Tuesday. And Farley Mohammed lost to him by some 700 votes. She did damn well. Damn well. And when they consider they changed the boundaries on her at the last minute, she did ultra damn well. You see? And all the councillors likewise. So I'm saying therefore, in the Carry Road, you have no box drains, no proper bridge. The bridge they have in Carry Road is 40 years old. It's 40 years old. That bridge is going to the dam and has not been changed. The bush in Carry Road, the grass is taller than the houses. Go and see for yourself. You have there in this day and age a wooden bridge to rebuild, and you have not touched it. Are you the councillor? I want to make the point to you tonight that this, for me, this, if nothing else, this for me should be the end of this government in Tabaquite. They'll come to you and they tell you all that they have done. I want to tell you this tonight. What they have done is your entitlement. What they have done is your entitlement. They did it with your tax dollars. Of course, they thief some, but they did it with your tax dollars. That's your entitlement. That's your right. They did you a favor. So therefore, you have no cause to be sorry or worried to vote them out. Vote them out and do what is right. Vote them back and do what is wrong. Next meeting shall be on Monday, August the 6th, 7 p.m. at Steakhouse Barbecue, Lao Main Road, Lao Main. That is in the constituency of Old Bush West. Am I correct? Yes. Old Bush West. You are invited to be there. I want to thank you for having us here in Tabaquite tonight. If things are going to plan, I want to assure you, you shall have a proper debate. My friends, good night. I thank you.